Dear visitors, how are you all? Today I will discuss with you the best 5 steam irons and different brands and different prices are bought by most people. I advise myself. Let us know more about them, find the description. Let's watch the video. Number 1. BEAUTURAL 1800 watt steam iron with digital LCD screen. Double layer and ceramic coated sole plate, 3-way auto off, 9 preset temperature and steam settings for variable fabric. Who it's for? People of all skill levels will appreciate this iron's safety functions and user-friendly display. Who it isn't for? People who want a lightweight iron will find this one too heavy. This steam iron from BEAUTURAL is the best option for most people, including beginners and people who iron regularly, because it boasts incredible power at a great value. Out of all the models we tested, this iron was the fastest to heat up. It instantly reached the required temperature for linen and satin fabrics, and it took just 10 seconds to get to the appropriate temperature for cotton. In both our dry and steam tests, the 1800 watt iron was able to work out wrinkles in a single pass on most fabrics. Its double-plated ceramic sole plates cover a large surface area and have plenty of holes, so you get powerful, evenly dispersed steam bursts. Plus, the large water tank means you won't need to refill it very often. The iron has an easy-to-read LCD screen that allows you to shuffle through 9 preset modes for different types of fabrics. Our testers really appreciated how helpful the display is. It even tells you whether the fabric should be wet or dry, which makes this a great option for anyone new to ironing. We found this iron to be comfortable to hold because the handle has a non-slip grip and doesn't get too hot. Keep in mind that it's one of the heavier irons we tested, but this actually makes it more effective at removing wrinkles. The 6-foot cord length is pretty average, although our testers would have preferred it to be closer to 8 feet for better maneuverability. The BEAUTURAL iron is packed with helpful safety and maintenance features, like an automatic shut-off that turns the iron off after 8 minutes. Or when it's tipped over for more than 30 seconds. There's also a self-cleaning function and anti-calcium filter, the latter of which prevents calcium buildup, so you can use tap water. It's also worth noting that the iron didn't drip during any of our tests. In the end, this steam iron beat out 30 others for its ability to remove wrinkles just as effectively, if not more effectively, than many higher-priced models. Plus, its user-friendly features make it a great choice for ironing novices and experts alike. Product details. Weight: 3.2 pounds. Tank capacity: 340 milliliters. Wattage: 1800. Cord length: 6 feet. Number 2. Conair Espress 800 watt handheld steam iron. Who it's for? People who don't iron very often or anyone who needs a portable option for travel. Who it isn't for? People who need to regularly iron large items, like quilts and tablecloths. The Conair Espress steam iron performed remarkably well in our tests, especially considering its compact size. In both our dry and steam tests, the handheld iron smoothed out wrinkles on 3 different fabrics, with just 1 or 2 passes, depending on the fabric type. We found that this iron took anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute to heat up, which is fairly quick, considering it's only 800 watts. It doesn't come with all the bells and whistles that more expensive models have, but there is an indicator light that lets you know when the iron reaches the right temperature. The manufacturer doesn't specify the tank capacity, but our testers found it to be about 50 milliliters. The tank is pretty small compared to full-size models, so the Conair iron should be reserved for ironing just a few pieces at a time, otherwise you'll be refilling it very often. Its small surface area is ideal for pressing seams when sewing by hand, but it also means you'll have to use more effort when ironing large areas, like quilts or tablecloths. And since stuffing clothes into a suitcase can make your clothes extremely wrinkly, we think this Conair iron is perfect for travel. It weighs just 1 pound and won't take up much space in your luggage. Plus, it has a dual voltage switch that will come in handy during international travel, and a generous 8-foot cord. Even though this iron's portability is great for bringing on trips, we still think its impressive performance makes it a good budget-friendly iron for occasional at-home use. Product details. Weight: 1 pound. Tank capacity: 50 milliliters. Wattage: 800. Cord length: 8 feet. Number 3. Rowenta DW9280 digital display steam iron for clothes, 1800 W, stainless steel sole plate, 400 steam holes, vertical steaming, variable steam control, Auto off. Who it's for? People who iron frequently and want a professional quality model. Who it isn't for? People who want a lightweight iron with a retractable cord. Rowenta is a highly trusted name when it comes to irons, and the Steamforce model stands out for its easy-to-use controls, adjustable settings, and effortless wrinkle removal. In our tests, this iron removed wrinkles with ease, particularly on cotton where the fabric was smooth after a single pass. The non-stick stainless steel sole plate has over 400 tiny holes, and we found that this resulted in a powerful steam release without any dripping. We also like that the angular design makes it easy to hold and apply pressure, while the narrow tip allows you to maneuver around buttons and collars. This iron has one-touch controls that can be used to adjust the heat and steam settings, which include a vertical mode for hanging garments, and the LED display will light up when the sole plate reaches the right temperature for the selected fabric. During our testing, we found that the auto shut-off and anti-drip functions both worked as advertised. There are some downsides to the Rowenta iron, though. The 8-foot cord isn't retractable, and the iron itself is on the heavier side of the models we tested. And because the water tank is blue, it can be difficult to see when you've reached the max fill line. Despite these drawbacks, this professional quality iron still shines where it matters: its ability to remove wrinkles. Even though the Rowenta Steamforce is more expensive than the other irons on this list, paying more for a top-of-the-line model could be well worth it if you find yourself ironing often. Product details: weight 3.9 pounds, tank capacity 350 milliliters, wattage 1800, cord length 8 feet. Number 4. Mueller Professional Grade Steam Iron. Retractable cord for easy storage, shot of steam, vertical shot, 8-foot cord, 3-way auto shut-off, self-clean. Who it's for? People who want to reduce the risk of accidental tip-overs. Who it isn't for? People who would prefer an iron that has strong steam bursts. This model from Mueller is a great choice for anyone who wants a steam iron with a retractable cord. Not only does a retractable cord make it easy to store your iron in a neat and tidy way, but it can also help prevent accidents. When you're able to retract the cord after unplugging it, there's less risk of tripping over the cord and knocking over a hot iron. In our tests, we found that this iron was able to get rid of wrinkles from most fabrics with a few passes. The iron has a large base, which our testers said feels sturdy, so it's less likely to tip over. We like that the tapered tip on this model makes it easy to iron in small areas, while the slightly heavier weight helps press out wrinkles. Even though the steam bursts helped remove some of the creases, they weren't nearly as strong as some of the other models we looked at. The Mueller iron has many of the helpful features that more expensive models do, such as vertical steam for hanging clothes, anti-drip sole plates, and a self-cleaning mode to remove scale buildup. Like many other irons we tested, this one also has a safety function that automatically turns the iron off after 30 seconds when it's horizontal and 8 minutes when it's vertical. Product details: weight 4 pounds, tank capacity 200 milliliters, wattage 1500, cord length 8 feet. Number 5. Panasonic Nye L70SR Cordless Portable 1500W Steam Dry Iron. Stainless steel sole plate, power base and carrying storage case, standard, green white. Who it's for? People who don't want to be restricted by cord length, especially quilters or crafters. Who it isn't for? People who don't want the hassle of recharging their iron. A cordless iron, like this one from Panasonic, eliminates the need to struggle with a cord while you work, which is particularly useful for quilters or anyone who needs to iron large pieces, like tablecloths or sheets. Our testers found that this cordless iron removed wrinkles well, especially when the fabric was sprayed with water beforehand. We really appreciated that the heat settings were easy to figure out even for people new to ironing. To use the iron, simply place it back in the power base each time you reposition to help maintain the temperature and keep it stable while not in use. It'll recharge and heat back up in a matter of seconds, depending on how cool it got over time. This model also has a detachable water tank, a time-saving feature that allows you to refill it while the iron is heating. Our testers like that it comes with a charging base and heat-resistant carrying case, although the latter is pretty bulky and could be difficult to store. Other features include a vertical steam function, an auto shut-off after 10 minutes, an anti-calcium system to prevent buildup, and an anti-drip system that held up well in our testing. But the main downside to this Panasonic iron is that you'll need to continually place it back on the base to maintain its temperature. But if you're set on having a cordless model, we think that's a small price to pay for convenience. Product details: weight 5 pounds, tank capacity 154 milliliters, wattage 1500, cord length cordless, 6 feet for power base. Thanks for watching the full video. Here's a re-evaluation of the 5 most popular steam irons on video. Search our video description to buy the products. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel and leave your comments.